Hello guys, it's Ponix here. I wanted to make a short video about matchup tier list for Finn. I am currently the rank 1, 2v2 and 1v1 player. Uh, I wanted to start off with saying that this is the hardest character and this is the easiest character to face. And we can go from easiest to hardest, so let's go through it. So Raid Dog doesn't really have anything to threaten us. We can block his projectiles, we can pick School Me once, he won't touch us, we can run him down. He dies very early, he has a fat hit or hurt box, so we get him in pretty easily. He can't really do anything. Iron Giant, you just sit on him all the time, you have almost infinite combos on him. As when he pops bolts, you can do your uppy, aka backpack, and it will break instantly, and then you can continue to sit on him. He doesn't really have anything to threaten us as well. Taz right now, I think is in a pretty bad state overall. His tornado doesn't really affect us because we can unlight it. I think we have a great tool to deal with every of his each option. Arya's kinda the same type of character as we are. She's assassin, she's really light. She tries to abuse her dagger cooldown, but we can break the dagger with our grounded side special, which is really good. If you use mind game that side special, she can't really approach us, and we have prio over her. So I think it's a really good matchup for us. Wonder Woman is pretty easy as well. Since when she does her armor moves, we can fast fall neutral the kick, and will break her armor. And the kick is a combo starter, so every time she armors and we kick her, we get the combo starter on her, which is very strong. As well as that, if she lasso us, we can side B the other way and block it. So we have a lot of things to deal with her annoying mechanics. And the same goes for Garnet. Her projectiles we can block with our side B. She can't really approach us. She has to stay neutral. And when she does armored moves, we can kick it or we can downlight it. Shaggy, I used to think it was a really hard matchup. Once I learned how to use my gems properly, he can't really engage us. The only thing we have to look out for is the downer. Off stage, he wins every time with his up B and his downer. But on stage, in neutral game, we win all the time because we have the gem. He can't approach us with his side B because we throw the gem and we can TP to him and punish him. Velm is also pretty easy, but I think it's more towards like a skill. That's why I put her here. I put her here because I think it's a pretty like skilled, but kinda in our favor. It's hard to deal. We can run her down. She can't really escape us, but she has very big hitboxes that's far away from her. We have to like think about how we approach her. But if you play it slow, we'll probably be fine. As long as you're not stuck under her, so she does her downer into camera combo, I think we're also very fine. Steven Universe, I fought just a handful of good Steven players. I think it's a skill matchup. We don't have really any strong points or weak points. We're kind of similar in the hurt boxes and the hit boxes. I think it's just entirely dependent on the player at that stage. And the same goes with Bugs. You have to play around his cooldowns. You can't fight him off stage, but in neutral game, if you play it slow, you also win. Also the typical engage they do when they throw the pie and jump side at you. If we side beat grounded, we will block the pie and hitters. We have prior over the sider. Also, our neutral light has prior over their sider, which is really good for us. But he has his upper, and if he gets us in a downer, he will loop us and he will deal 60 damage, and you can't do anything about it. Uh, Batman is also a skill matchup. The great strength of Batman is his Batarang. We can destroy it with our side B, but if you're facing a very good Batman and he recognizes the pattern that you side B every time he throws his Batarang, he will punish you for destroying the Batarang. So if we destroy the battery, we'll take a trade that he will deal around like 20 to 30% damage on us, but we will destroy the battery and then have an overtake on him. It's really skill dependent. You have to play a lot of mind games and it's very tricky to play. Superman is pretty hard as well. Like you can shatter his armor with a kick, but we can't abuse that we charge on stage because he has a laser. Every time we charge our moves, he can laser and we have to jump and cancel it. It takes away a big thing that's very good about Finn. He's very fast, he has long dodges, which makes our gems really hard to hit, to throw and hit. And he can cancel his armor moves. I think this is a pretty hard matchup. He also has the shield, his neutral special, with he blows shield on us and we get frosted stacks. Slows us down, and that's our strength, right? To be fast and try like hard to get get a hold of. But he counters that. I think it's a really hard matchup. Um, Tom and Jerry is really hard to deal with, I think. We don't have any like great tool to use. He has a lot of projectiles he can throw. So even if you buy the projectile purchase off of the shop, he will break it very fast. Um, we don't have any real good moves to kill Jerry with. It's pretty hard to. We will get punished if we hit it. If we try to abuse our gem, if we pick up our gem, throw it at him, and try to TP to it, his projectiles will destroy the gem. So it's. I think it's very tricky. We have a really tough time getting on in on him. And we can't destroy Jerry as well with our side special, so it's very hard. Harley is. I used to think she was a really easy matchup, but out of lately I faced some really good Harleys that play very passive. They sit on their boxes. They use their end special, which is the bomb she throws out. The bomb you can't destroy with your side special. It will stick on you, and it's a really weird hitbox where it gets stuck on you if you jump around. And we want to engage through air. If they put the box in the middle of the stage, a little above the stage, we can jump against them, and that's our strength. So the only thing we can do against it is we sit back, we throw our gems and apples to destroy their projectiles, but it's a very tough matchup, I think. It's very tough. Um, but if you're facing bad Harleys, you will think that the matchup is really easy for you. They have to be patient as well. And Jake is the one character I dislike in this game. I think it's very hard to get in on him. You have to play extremely careful. Uh, Not a lot of attacks will reach him. You want to throw your gem a lot when he's grounded, and you want to predict what moves he does so you can position yourself to get a hit in. But overall, it feels like you can't get in on him at all if he spaces you correctly. It's super annoying. I don't really know how to deal with him yet. I use double projectile perk and I spam my projectiles, just throw the apple or gems at him and try to play the slow game. But other than that, I don't really have. It's really hard to get in on him. I hope this helped and was productive in any way. I stream regularly, almost every day, on Ponixmvs on Twitch, and just you should drop me a follow and ask me questions about Finn when I'm online. Thank you all.